Ray Mendoza joins us in studio today. Ray is chief of our Lubbock ISD Police Department, and today we're discussing safety and security. So Chief Mendoza, thanks for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, it's always great having you on the show. And we thought just recently we were dealing with some bomb threats at our high school campuses and thought it'd be a good time to just talk again about safety and security. So let's start there. Tell us about when these incidents happened last week. Tell us about what it looks like on your side as far as getting the report and how we take care of it from there.
Right. So we have protocols to respond to these type of emergencies. Some of that is initially we mobilize our LISD Police Department to secure the facility. In the meantime, I'm in contact with our local, state, and federal partners trying to gain some assistance from them to quickly find out where these calls are coming from.
Well, and speaking of those partners, we're using them all the time, but in this particular incident, we had Lubbock Police Department Bomb Detection Unit, we had DPS, we had FBI, so tell us about how they all work together to help solve the problem.
Right. So the Lubbock Police Department, we initiated them to come out and assist us with a bomb dog, which basically it sniffs any kind of explosive devices. And so we had it sweep the building, did a complete sweep of the building. In the meantime, DPS was trying to track down the phone number that made the actual call with the assistance of FBI. And in this case, it actually crossed state lines. So we had to even utilize the FBI from a different state as well as law enforcement agencies there.
Well, it was a wild time when it happened, but in the end, they figured out who it was, and the investigation was successful.
Right, and so we were able to track down the actual caller. We got all the information we needed to proceed with criminal charges. We also found that there was other people involved locally, and so we're going to pursue those charges here as well.
Well, and one of the things that we talked about in those instances, because we did evacuation at 2 campuses and also a secure, and so those are things that our students do drills for and that we train staff on, because those are part of our standard response protocol that we want our families to be familiar with, so when those things are engaged, they understand what they mean.
Exactly, and when we do an evacuation, it's very crucial that we keep everybody together. We have to make sure that no students are getting picked up either too soon or before we have a chance to make sure that they get signed out properly. And so as well as it's in a secure, the secure is because there's a threat outside of the building. And so when parents are showing up outside of the building to try to get their kids outside, it creates a real big problem for us. So we want to make sure parents understand that that's what those protocols are in place for, is to not only keep the students safe, but also keep them safe so they don't show up and put themselves in danger.
Absolutely. Well, and just as far as how we've been so far ahead with safety and security in Lubbock ISD, one of the things that we've done, in addition to the secure entries and the standard response protocol, is we have increased our law enforcement force with Lubbock ISD Police, so tell us about that.
Well, since I've arrived, we've actually doubled the size of the department, and we're continuing to grow. The HB3 put a burden on us as far as putting an officer on every campus, and so that's what we're striving for. We try to, put one on every campus. However, we're not there yet, and we're not going to take any shortcuts when it comes to hiring officers. We want the best, and so we're going to wait till we get the right candidate, and then we'll hire those and put them on each campus.
Well, and we know that sometimes parents and guardians might have questions about safety. Who can they talk to? Where can they get information about safety and security in Lubbock ISD?
Well, they can start by calling my office, 806-219-0200, and they can either ask for a supervisor or ask for myself. I'm usually very accessible if I'm at the office.
We also have some resources on our website too at lubbockisd.org/safety, and they can reach not only the Lubbock ISD Police Department, but also our safety and security department that you work closely with as well.
Exactly, they're right across the hall from us. We're always working hand in hand.